Smoke detectors help save people from a burning home in Rockland. Good afternoon, I'm Susan Farley. School threats all over the state turned out to be hoaxes. We'll have the details. And the man accused of crashing his car into 4 state troopers was in court. Thank you for joining us. We'll have more on these and other stories coming up. First, let's check in with meteorologist Devin Biggs. Devin?
Alrighty, TGIF, a small craft advisory is posted for a little while yet this afternoon up until around 4 p.m. or so. Wave heights will slowly continue to kind of back off as you do move forward in time. Here's your look at your radar and satellite. We've had some clouds developing as well, so overall a mixture of clouds and maybe some sunshine as well. We'll have more sunshine than anything else as we do move forward in time. But as you do zoom things out, the entire Northeast is looking rather calm out there, which is looking really good. We'll just have a little bit of cloud cover, and that'll be about it. Futurecast moving forward, some sunshine and clouds mixed. We'll have some more clouds passing through later on tonight as a little system passes through, and we're looking pretty good as we head towards Saturday morning as well. The winds, though, they'll be switching directions, but roughly at around 10 to 20 miles per hour at times. We might see the winds back off briefly, but we'll hold on to the winds for a little while, at least through Saturday afternoon. So for the rest of today, we'll say middle 40s, partly cloudy and breezy, with that west wind getting up to around 20 miles per hour at times. Later on tonight, though, here we go. We got lower 30s on the way, increasing clouds, and that west breeze getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. As we move ahead towards tomorrow, here we go. Upper 30s, a partly cloudy sky, still breezy out there. Look at that north wind getting up to about 25 miles per hour at times. That hourly forecast for the rest of the afternoon period, a partly cloudy sky, temperatures in the 40s while the sun is up. Then we'll start to cool off as the sun goes down. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up.
Thank you, Devin. Just before 5:30 this morning, state troopers responded to a pedestrian motor vehicle crash on Interstate 95 southbound in Augusta. According to a Department of Public Safety spokesperson, 55-year-old Matthew Galetta of Manchester was in the right-hand lane when he was struck by a pickup truck. Galetta was pronounced dead at the scene. Galetta's vehicle was parked on the side of the interstate. The driver of the pickup truck suffered minor injuries. The investigation into why Galetta was in the right-hand lane is ongoing. Anyone who may have witnessed the crash is asked to contact the Maine State Police or Trooper Daniel Grenier at 207-624-7076, extension 9. Working smoke detectors help save people from a burning home in Rockland. The Rockland Fire Department says firefighters responded to a fire on Limerick Street just after 3:30 Thursday afternoon. They discovered smoke streaming from the building. Fortunately, the family that lives there heard the smoke detectors going off, and all of them managed to get out safely. Firefighters managed to contain the fire to the kitchen and a nearby room, but the rest of the home has a lot of smoke damage. The family is also looking for 2 pets that were unaccounted for after the fire. Firefighters say they were able to save the home thanks to a speedy response time. They were on the scene within 6 minutes of getting the call for help. Maine's Department of Public Safety says a number of schools in the state were targeted by threats Thursday, including the Blue Hill Consolidated School. School Union 93 Superintendent Derek Perkins sent a letter to parents saying the threat came through an anonymous email through the school's website. The building was cleared and the threat was investigated. Out of an abundance of caution, students were sent home for the remainder of the day. Classes resumed today. Maine Department of Safety spokesperson Shannon Moss says the Maine Information Analysis Center is aware of the threats to various schools in Maine. She says the emails sent nationwide were deemed to be hoaxes. The man accused of crashing his car into 4 state troopers in Hollis pled not guilty on all counts. He remains behind bars and faces up to 10 years in prison. Brad Rogers has the latest on the case that police call unprecedented.
Plea, please. Not guilty.
The attorney for Tyler Croston entered not guilty pleas on all 8 charges against his client. Those charges stem from the crash back in August, where the car Croston was driving allegedly went off Route 202 and hit 4 state troopers who were questioning someone in a driveway. Among the charges, aggravated criminal OUI, driving to endanger, and 4 counts of aggravated assault, 1 for each trooper hit.
Not guilty plea to enter. Yes, Your Honor.
Investigators say there is evidence Croston was operating the car under the influence of marijuana.
There was a possibility of marijuana use by the operator of the vehicle, and evidence at the scene backing that up. A drug expert put him through a series of tests that he consented to at the hospital, and that showed that he was on an impairment of a narcotic.
In a one-on-one interview, Croston's mother told us all she knows is her son smoked marijuana 24 hours before the crash.
But the night he left, he wasn't smoking that I knew of. He was truly devastated, And I believe he was in shock like I am right now still.
The 4 troopers all suffered broken bones and serious injuries when the car hit them, some worse than others.
At first, I couldn't feel anything from my hip down. I couldn't feel anything from my shoulder down on my left arm.
As soon as I woke up, I could pretty much tell I had an arterial bleed and bones were sticking on my leg.
Those 4 troopers have still not been able to return to duty. Tyler Crossan's legal troubles don't end here. Prosecutors say they anticipate an indictment next month for allegedly tampering with a witness on a case unrelated to this one.
The Saginaw County Sheriff's Office says an independent review of their actions involving Robert Card before the Lewiston mass shootings found they responded reasonably under the circumstances at the time. That report was initiated by the Sheriff's Office. It centers on actions taken by 2 separate deputies during 2 days in May and 3 days in September after they were made aware of concerns surrounding the state of Card's mental health. The report states that in both instances it was, quote, not feasible for deputies to facilitate a voluntary psychiatric evaluation of Card's mental health status, end quote. Additionally, it found they did not have sufficient grounds to take Card into protective custody due to, quote, insufficient grounds for a conclusion that Card posed an imminent risk of harm to himself or harm to others. Sheriff Joel Mary says he believes that his agency acted appropriately in the situation. The report also examined Maine's yellow flag law, voluntary psychiatric evaluations, emergency involuntary commitment, protective custody, and firearm confiscation. The report made multiple recommendations to include enhancing mental health training, taking advantage of a newly established mental health liaison program, and looking at creating a multi-jurisdiction mental health response team. To view the full report, visit this story on our website, foxbangor.com. People in Lewiston are rallying together this holiday season to support people affected by the mass shooting and to recognize first responders who jumped in that night to help. Asia Reed shows us what they have planned.
As holidays approach, Lewiston community members are keeping victims and families affected by the mass shooting top of mind. One way is through a donation box at the Station Grill.
No letters will be put into this Santa mailbox this year, but donations instead. Next to it is a lantern with the names of the victims who lost their lives the night of the Lewiston tragedy. Station Grill server Brianna Jailbert says these cash and gift card donations will be given to the families affected by the shooting.
It's really sad, the reasons why we have to do this, but we want to be there to support them as much as we can because it's going to be the hardest time of their life for the holidays.
This restaurant has the same owner as Schmenge's Bar and Grill, one of the locations of the October 25th shooting. Gilbert says this hasn't been easy for the staff.
We're in this together and it's hard, but having that support makes it a little bit easier.
That's also the case for members of the Basilica of Saints Peter and Paul.
The community has really come together, and I think it's time we thank those who have helped us.
Director for Evangelization and Catechesis, Tyler Nadeau, says that's why they're hosting a thank you dinner Friday for first responders and their families. And thank you plaques to be given to the hospital, police, and city hall workers for their bravery. On those plaques is a message from Pope Francis addressed to the people of Maine.
It's really hard to grieve when you're still trying to work through and get the job done. So we want to share those words with them of solidarity and healing.
He says this event isn't just for first responders, it's for anyone who helped pitch in the week of the shooting.
Coming up on ABC 7 News at noon, Maine's home energy assistance funding is now being cut. So now a program that relies on donations to help people with needs more donations. We'll have details when we come back.
You know that feeling of having to rewash dishes that didn't get clean? I don't.
Platinum Plus is Cascade's best clean ever. With double the Dawn and double the scrubbers, it removes the toughest grease and residue for an irresistible clean and shine. Cascade Platinum Plus. Dare to dish differently.
Instantly? DraftKings, you spoiling me now. Getting paid in the blink of an eye. NBA legend Allen Iverson hit us with a sports metaphor.
This instant offer is kind of like my crossover. Just place your bet, and it's money.
Oh, he did.
Score 2 great NBA offers. Bet $5 to get $150 instantly in bonus bets. Plus, no sweat same game parlays every day. The crown is yours.
With AAA insurance, by bundling our home and auto policies, we saved over $450.
And we were shocked at the savings.
When we switched to AAA auto insurance and bundled our policies, we were able to save over $400 every year.
Switch to AAA insurance today, and you could save an average of $483 on auto insurance. Compare that to State Farm, Geico, even Allstate. Call now for your free AAA full picture quote to find out how much you could save.
Well, my passion is hang gliding. I've been doing it for over 30 years, and it's like flying. I mean, it's like everything you always dreamed about. AAA insurance helps us save more.
And do more.
The savings from AAA insurance has allowed me to pursue my passion of making jewelry. It's great to have a little bit of extra cash to do something that you love.
To find out how much you could save by switching to AAA insurance, call 866-460-1310 for your free AAA full picture quote today. You'll be glad you did.
Pat's Pizza in Holden has recently expanded their seating capacity. Call now for reserving your event or holiday party with us. The new indoor golf simulators are open for the season. Call now for reservations.
Christmas, it's not your birthday, but it's better than nothing. Season's greetings from the Green Bear 420 crew. P.S. Happy birthday, big guy. Happy holidays from Osborne's Plumbing and Heating in Bucksport and Ellsworth, featuring boiler and furnaces, replacement gas or oil. Happy holidays from Coach House Restaurant. Homemade meals, homemade desserts, now serving pizza, eat in or take out. Wilson Street in Brewer.
Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah from ABC7.
Winter often comes with its challenges, especially the cost of heating a home. With Maine's energy assistance funding slashed, Downey's Community Partners is looking for the public's help to meet the demand for heating assistance. Our Matthew Jaroncic has the story.
On a typical day, the Energy Services Department at Downey's Community Partners fields 200 to 400 phone calls daily, mainly from seniors on fixed incomes. In everything the department does, nothing is more important than assisting those they serve in applying for the Home Energy Assistance Program.
We're just trying to keep our neighbors warm.
But with benefits awarded by Maine Housing reduced by 50%, Downey's Community Partners is looking for individuals to donate to its Heat and Warmth Fund.
None of us want to see older Mainers going cold or making that decision, do I buy food or do I pay for fuel?
The Thaw Fund is completely donor funded and is dispersed based on need.
All of the neighbors that are in need at this moment, they have absolutely no way of getting that need without this additional funding that we're requesting from you folks right now.
DCP workers are upset knowing they're doing what they can to help, but it's simply not enough.
It is very frustrating and honestly, to be completely frank with you, absolutely terrifying.
The need is to the point where the organization is looking to raise $10,000 in 10 days.
We are in critical need of thaw funds to support people in crisis situations. And so that's where we came up with let's try and raise $10K in 10 days because that way we can help keep people warm.
Anyone interested in donating can go to downeyscommunitypartners.org or call 664-2424. In Ellsworth, Matthew Jaroncic, ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
Maine's child welfare system was in the spotlight in Augusta Thursday. The Health and Human Services Committee received comprehensive quarterly reports from the Office of Child and Family Services and 3 citizen review panels. Augusta reporter Corey Bouchard has more on how these reports highlight critical issues and challenges in the state's child welfare system.
Our caseworkers do tremendous work in many cases. They're overburdened immensely.
Mark Moran is the chair for an independent panel that reviews DHHS case files when there's a child death or serious injury. According to him, some of the case files can be in the thousands of pages, which is a concern for an already overworked and understaffed DHHS caseworker.
In a perfect scenario, we would have child welfare workers who had the time and ability to sit down and go through a record of that size.
Andrea Mancuso, the co-chair for the Maine Child Welfare Action Panel, talked about a practice called hoteling, which is a last resort effort used by the Office of Child and Family Services when they can't place a child taken into DHHS care with a family member or foster parent. This is one of the concerns our panel had with the current department practices.
Panel members have awareness of instances where children in department custody are reported to have been cared for in hotels or district offices instead of placed with licensed care providers.
Answering these concerns was Bobby Johnson, the acting director of the Office of Child and Family Services, who talked about the department's struggles in keeping pace with growing challenges in Maine.
This includes the ever-evolving substance use epidemic, economic insecurity, persistent mental health challenges among children and families, and significant domestic violence.
Johnson also acknowledged the staffing problem, which she defined as a nationwide issue across the board. She revealed that currently in Maine there are 80 vacancies for caseworkers.
Out of our 445 caseworker positions, 365 of those are filled, and our current vacancies are at 18%.
At the State House, I'm Corey Bouchard for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
After the break, we'll take a look at the lasting impact of a former Bangor resident. We'll be right back.
You ready for French?
Oh, oui, oui.
Come on, or we're gonna miss it.
Oh, does his hair look like it runs for buses?
I bet that hair will run if I treat you to Mickey D's.
Yeah, you're right. Let's go.
There's a deal for everyone on the go at McDonald's. Get 2 fluffy, savory, melty sausage burritos for just $3. Or choose any 2 of these breakfast faves.
Exciting news. US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone 15 Pro with a stunning titanium design and the best iPhone camera yet. The thing that I love...
Beautiful. Now let's cue the music. Green screen. And action.
US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone.
Come on, man. It's titanium.
US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone.
Cut. Love it.
That felt good.
New and current customers can get the iPhone 15 Pro with titanium on us. Get the gift of connection at US Cellular.
Season's greetings and have a happy and safe holiday from Ben's Auto Body, Palmyra. Carpet One of Bangor wishes everyone a happy and safe holiday season. Season's greetings and happy holidays from America's oldest shoe store, Colburn Shoe, Belfast.
Welcome to Bennett's Gems and Jewelry in Belfast. With beautifully crafted gemstone jewelry you'll be proud to own or give as a gift. See why our longtime customers call Bennett's their favorite gift store, with an irresistible selection of genuine Maine tourmaline. Fine jewelry and gemstone giftware. Bennett's Gems also pays cash for your old gold and silver. Open till 6 every day, even Sunday. Bennett's Gems and Jewelry is on Route 1 in Belfast, next to Perry's Nut House. Look for our famous pink dinosaur and prepare to be delighted.
Football fans, with a Caesars Sportsbook app, you can be in the game all the time. Seeking instant action? Quick Picks offers you the most popular games and markets, already built for you and ready to bet. Experience the thrill when you stack your bets to create a super parlay. Build bets for your favorite teams and players across multiple games. This season, don't just watch the game. Download Caesars Sportsbook and experience the game like never before.
One of the people who shaped Bangor into what it is today was a woman by the name of Sylvia Ross. On Thursday, residents of Sylvia Ross Assisted Living Home celebrated what would have been her 146th birthday. Ross, who passed away in 1962, made several investments in the Bangor community. Most notably, she founded the original assisted living home on Ohio Street, which was moved to a state-of-the-art facility off Broadway in 2010, thanks to the Ross Trust. Residents of the Sylvia Ross home gathered to hear stories about her life and legacy.
Well, I just know that everyone who works here has my best interest at heart. And so therefore, I just feel very safe.
Norma McGinley, who you just heard from, makes homemade dresses and ships them worldwide at no charge. Sylvia Ross, Administrator Amy Sawyer, says that Norma is one of the many who continue to carry on the legacy of Sylvia Ross. Picasso, Rembrandt, Da Vinci. What do all of these artists have in common? They're world-renowned artists who can make you feel something with a brushstroke, but you can never really feel their work. Recently, Devin Dagnall met with a guy in Skowhegan who makes art that you can really sink your feet into.
Meet Alex Simpson, the creative mind behind Simple Rugs. He's been tufting in his basement for about the past year and a half. His newfound passion and business started as a point of curiosity more than anything.
I'd already been buying rugs online, and I just thought they were cool. So I was like, oh, can I make these? And saw online a lot of people were doing it, so I started to get into it.
Of course, he wasn't exactly a natural when he started. Alex says it could take him months during the early stages to create something he was proud of.
At first, they were just not good. I didn't know how to do the backing. I didn't know the right like pressure for the gun and how tight the stuff needs to be stretched. So it was all over the place. I would have loops on the back and just holes in the rugs.
But after a while, he figured out his process, and when he did, he got his first real order from a local business in Waterville. That order was a wake-up call for what could be.
It just felt like this could be my job.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like I could make enough money to just keep making rugs constantly.
Even though it's still not his full-time job, Alex sells original and custom rug designs through his Instagram and X accounts, simples.rugs. Beyond making tufting his full-time job, Alex has one simple goal.
The end goal, I don't know, just everybody to have a rug, at least that I know, family, and just everybody in Maine, pretty much.
We return to Evan Biggs has your 5-day forecast.
The long-lasting scent of Gain Flings made it smell like Dave was in his happy place, the massage chair at the mall. But he wasn't. Gain Flings with OxyBoost and Febreze.
Hanks Husqvarna is your full-line Husqvarna dealer with 2 convenient locations, 32 Old State Road in Carmel and 19 Moosehead Trail in Newport. Whether it's tractors and zero-turns, chainsaws to trimmers, or pressure washers to snow blowers, everything is set up, serviced, and ready to go by our certified Husqvarna technician. And all sales are backed by our in-house Husqvarna warranty. For parts, service, or sales, stop in to Hanks Husqvarna, Carmel or Newport.
With AAA Insurance, by bundling our home and auto policies, we saved over $450.
And we were shocked at the savings.
When we switched to AAA auto insurance and bundled our policies, we were able to save over $400 every year.
Switch to AAA insurance today, and you could save an average of $483 on auto insurance. Compare that to State Farm, Geico, even Allstate. Call now for your free AAA full-picture quote to find out how much you could save.
Well, my passion is hang gliding. I've been doing it for over 30 years, and it's like flying. I mean, it's like everything you always dreamed about. AAA insurance helps us save more.
And do more.
The savings from AAA Insurance has allowed me to pursue my passion of making jewelry. It's great to have a little bit of extra cash to do something that you love.
To find out how much you could save by switching to AAA insurance, call 866-460-1310 for your free AAA full-picture quote today. You'll be glad you did.
The Farmer's Table in Corinna brings you outstanding breakfasts, lunches, and dinners made from farm-grown fresh ingredients. Dinner specials are available every day. Enjoy our homemade desserts, and above all, bring your appetite to the Farmer's Table in Corinna.
When it comes to the holidays, I believe in all sorts of things. Of course, I believe that Santa knows who's naughty and nice. I believe in flying reindeer, and I believe that the holidays are best when celebrated with family and friends. I also believe that no matter how good our main dish is, we still need a side dish that really stands out, like this one. We begin by thinly slicing some potatoes and placing them in a large bowl along with some melted butter. and a bit of salt and pepper. After they're coated, we stack them in muffin tins, like this. Now we let those sit for a sec while we warm up some heavy cream that we season with a bit of garlic, rosemary, and a little nutmeg. This gets poured over the potatoes, filling each cup about 3/4 full. A sprinkling of Parmesan cheese goes on top. After these bake for 30 minutes or so, we'll let them sit just long enough to set up. There you have it, layer after layer of tender as can be potato slices, bathed in one of the most flavorful cream sauces you've ever tasted. The only way to get this recipe is to go to our website and search for Parmesan potato stacks. And if you do it today, you can enjoy these for Christmas. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a this goes with everything kind of way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Now let's check your full forecast with Devin Biggs. Devin?
Today's full weather is brought to you by Healing Hands Massage in Hamden, providing professional massage services tailored specifically for their clients. Stop by Healing Hands Massage today. You'll thank yourself later. We do have a small crowd advisory that's posted for a little while this afternoon until 4 p.m. along the coast, though, as wave heights will continue to remain active as we do move forward in time. But otherwise, though, here we go. 4 to 8 foot wave heights being observed this afternoon. That is why that small crowd advisory is still up. We're going to work on backing this off as we do move forward in time, which is why it's expected to drop at 4 p.m. But otherwise, though, we've had some clouds developing and some sunshine as well. We'll call it a partly cloudy sky today, so keep your sunglasses handy. It will be a nice day to get outside. We have a dry front off toward the north, though, that will be passing through later on tonight. It'll bring some clouds with it, and it looks to be about it. But otherwise, so high pressure keeping us very quiet, at least at this point, but some more activity developing across the southern U.S. and the northern U.S. as well. So futurecast moving forward, though, we're going to be watching for a mixture of clouds and sunshine today. We'll have that little system passing through later on tonight, bringing some clouds with it, and really that'll be about it. But as we get towards your Saturday, looking very nice out there, filled with a lot of sunshine. Get outside and enjoy it, but clouds starting to approach as we get towards Saturday night and the parts of Sunday morning too, but still remaining dry for the most part. But then we have to watch for that next system that will approach, that will bring some rain and some wind with it too. We'll have to wait, though, about Sunday night and parts of Monday for the rain and the wind to move in. Some heavy downpours possible with this as well. We'll keep this rolling again. Look at the system. We'll keep it rolling at least through parts of early Tuesday morning. We'll catch a little bit of a break and maybe some rain, perhaps a little bit of snow in a few spots too, at least through parts of Tuesday evening. We're still a few days out. We'll have to watch that system to see how it does behave, but a lot of rainfall on the way for us, so as that system develops, maybe 1 to maybe 3 inches in a few spots before we're all finished up. So this runs into next week, expected to change as we get closer, but it looks like we could see a lot of rain as we get closer to the system. And of course, some gusty winds as well, reaching up to around 15 to 25 miles per hour today, though. This is for today. Some gusty winds still expected, and some of those gusty winds could continue into parts of tonight as well before it starts to back off a little bit, though, as we head towards Saturday afternoon. Your forecast coming out for the rest of today, we'll say middle 40s, partly cloudy and a little breezy out there, and that west wind getting up to about 20 miles per hour at times. Overnight tonight, lower 30s, increasing clouds, west wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. For tomorrow, upper 30s, partly cloudy and breezy, the north wind getting up to about 25 miles per hour at times. Alrighty, your Healing Hands Massage extended forecast, mostly cloudy on Sunday with highs in the mid 40s, middle 50s Monday. That will feel amazing, but rain will be expected, and more rain falls on Tuesday with highs falling into the mid 40s.
Thank you, Devin. It looks like we might have some decent weather for those of us who still have Christmas shopping to do. That's all for ABC 7 News at noon. Thanks for watching. I'm Susan Farley. We'll see you this evening with Peter Dubois and Beth Jones on ABC 7 News at 6. Have a good afternoon and a great weekend.